Alright, welcome back Creeper World Commanders. I've got a new video for you and I'd like to show a number of additions and modifications to the game. Still in alpha, but progressing steadily to beta. Here we've got our main menu and play button that jumps right into the galaxy missions. You can go through some various settings. Simple settings right now. We've got a dev menu for loading individual games. I'll come back to that here in just a moment, but let's jump right in here into the main story mode of the game. Here you can see I have a little ship that can move between worlds. You can see worlds that I have secured. These are planets that I've cleansed of the creeper or met other objectives. I've got a couple worlds in progress here. And I've got my little ship that I zip around in. I have a number of worlds that are also in range that I haven't engaged yet. They're within a certain distance from a world that I've secured. So let's just fly back to this guy here and go ahead and launch a mission so you can see how that works. When the mission begins, time is suspended on the world, so nothing's going to progress. We don't even have any presence on the world, but we can see where the enemy structures are. We've got some emitters, some spore towers, some air exclusion towers. Got a number of things to deal with on this world, and a number of resources. So first thing I'm going to want to do is let's go ahead and send down a couple different command nodes. And again, the game's paused right now. I'm just choosing where I'd like these command nodes to drop down. And I will go ahead and said I'd like to build a couple things here. You'll also notice that in this build of the game, range indicators are back, like in the other games. So I can see the effective range of weapons. Okay, anyway, let's proceed. Our command nodes will drop down from orbit and get to work. The enemy's noticed and they're going to get to work, so I've got my job cut out for me here. I need to get an economy going, get an infrastructure to deal with my enemies up and running, build some weapons to deal with this threat. Now let's say that it's tough and I need to come back later. I need to take a break. One thing I can do is just leave the world. Poof, the world is automatically suspended again, and I can even go to another world and engage there. So let's hop over to another world and take a look here. Okay. Let's say I played this world and found some interesting artifact. Then I might come back and go back to this world that's in progress and engage here. And it's just as I left it. So I can continue the world here, perhaps with a new capability. Anyway, I'm not going to play this mission right now. I'm going to actually play a little bit of another mission. I just wanted to show you a little bit about how these galaxy missions work and the environment in which the story is going to take place. But I'll have more information on all this much later. Let's bounce all the way back up to the main menu now and go into this dev menu. I'm going to load a map. This is a map that I've started. This is a mission done by Mad Mag, and I think it's called the Marshlands. It's a pretty interesting mission. Looks pretty cool. I've already started it here. I'm in the lower left-hand corner, and I've already established a little bit of a base. But I've got a growing menace and a growing threat on this other area over here that I've got to deal with. In particular, I've got a spore tower here that I'm going to try to take out pronto. So let's just see if we can do that. I'll try not to mess up too bad. It's kind of hard to make a movie and concentrate on what I'm saying and play seriously, but I'll do my best. So let's begin by nullifying that spore tower. I believe we can do that. Let's go ahead and move some weaponry into range. No reason to let it sit idle. and I'm going to build a Titan unit because I think that's going to come in handy. And let's see, along the way, won't hurt to have some more energy. Now, while that's going, over here on the right, there is a high plateau. If I rush, I might be able to get some guppies over here and take out this spore tower before this plateau gets completely covered. It'd be a bit of a rush job, but I may give that a shot. Okay. Let's think about building another shield. I'm going to put that shield on this this power zone and project a very wide field, at least to start with. Let's get these guys built. In fact, if I can afford it, a couple shields will do me some good. Now I've got an ore deposit down here. It's going to waste. I really should put an ore mine on that. Let me go ahead and get that build started. Get that built. Okay, let's notice when I move the shield over the power zone, you can see the expanded range that it's going to get. Let's see if I can move in and secure that without taking too much damage on this shield. So it's tough, but looks like it did it. Got a problem though. It's not in range. It initially pushed, I've just paused the game by the way, but it initially pushed some creeper and took out one of my forward relays there that was going to supply it with power. So I'm going to try to get that built in time. Not sure if it's going to. Offline. Okay. Whew. Back online. That was tough. So what I'd like to do is assault this upper peninsula up here, and one way I can do that is by pushing some shields forward. Since I have I'm going to go ahead and build these guys. Since I have an economy for ore right now, I might as well build some bombers to take advantage of it. By the way, this is getting more and more densely covered, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull off a guppy assault over there. Not while I simultaneously go for this, but let's just focus on this one right now. Alright, that berth is built, so I'm going to go ahead and target this Bertha up here and let him work down some of that creeper. And I'm going to move forward with some of these units. See if I can't get a little work done the old-fashioned way before this Titan unit comes online. Alright, you know, I've got land that's just unused right now, so I'm just going to push down some collectors and let them collect some energy. Boom. Kaboom. Yeah, that helped a lot. Let's let the second shot fire in the back here. It takes a while to reload. This guy takes a lot of energy, and it took forever to build, but now that it's built, okay. So let's continue here. He's a little far forward. He's taking damage. Let's just zoom down on this area so we can really get a good look at what we're doing. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, we've really thinned down the creeper up here. Let's go ahead and send in a little bit of an assault force. Let these bombers do what they do. See if I can get these shields pushed forward while I'm at it. If I can find room for a mortar, he can do some work for us as well. Okay, so now's an opportunity if it won't quite stay connected, but we'll build a relay behind it. Nullifier. Maybe if I get that pulse cannon out of the way. Yeah, right there. Let's see if we can, you know what? I'm just going to hold steady. That hit helped. Let's send in the bombers even with a partial load. Every little bit's going to help right now. Alright, nullifier's charging. Think it's gonna work. Alright, one guy down. Let's while I've got it and the creeper seems to be cleared, go ahead and bring up the mortar. Let him do some firing. You know what's even better? Let's go ahead and bring up a shield. Yeah, shield on a power zone does some serious radial pushing. This will be good enough to allow me to get a relay built forward here. Move up some weapons. And potentially bring another nullifier. Yep, he's in range. He should get built. Let's call these guys in for some support. Let the Bertha fire. A little bit of maximum overkill here, but better safe than sorry. In fact, I'm so confident I'm going to go ahead and start building some collectors to take advantage of this land for energy production. Alright. While this is going, let's just play with the zoom a little bit so you can see that. You can zoom way far out from even these maps that are pretty big, and you can zoom pretty far down. Okay? Let's just park. It was a wasted shot, but why not? Alright, I'm going to point this guy over here. In fact, I'm going to let him take his first shot at a deep area right here, because this plateau over here is, I think it's asking for it. There's a lot of creeper on it right now, which you can see from the meter right here, but I think I can work that down and get a guppy force sent over there. Shield took a hit from spores. That's okay. That's another benefit of shields. This power zone shield is particularly effective at stopping spores. It takes a hit on its ammo, but he just took 2 hits, not far apart, and held out. So that's it's another benefit of shields, particularly on power zones. Let's get a ore mine built here. So we'll double our production, and we don't need this shield here anymore. Let's bring him back down here. We'll do some good. Same for this one. What we can do, let's put our mortar here, and he'll be able to lob shots over here on this island. Now I've got a power zone that I need to do something with. He's on the back, he's not on the front line, so it's probably best to use him for either a long-range weapon, an aerial weapon like a bomber or a strafer, or to put something infrastructure related on there, like a reactor. I'm doing fine on the energy right now. Oh wow. You know what? That reminds me. It'd be good to defend undefended areas from spore attacks by building these beams, especially since I moved the shield away. Fortunately, it was a small spore, so nothing major lost. Let's go ahead and build a strafer up here. This will double his effectiveness, and I can use him and maybe a few others to help clear out this guy over here that my Bertha is assaulting. In fact, let's go ahead and retarget him around that area, because I'm going to want to land close. And let's go ahead and build up our invasion force. I know I'm going to want at least 2 guppies, maybe even 3. Go ahead and build a little bit of storage to help buffer out their pull on my resources when they come online, because I am a little bit lean right now. So I'm going to go ahead and build those guys, build those extra reactors there. You know, while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little more pressure on this front. If I was playing for time, playing for score, really trying to do a good job on this mission, I would assault on more than one front. I could be assaulting this island, pushing forward on this front, and even doing a forward remote assault on this plateau over here. There'd really be no reason not to. But I can't concentrate and talk to you at the same time. So I'm just going to do one thing at a time here. I'm going to go ahead and send these guys over for a run before we're ready. I'm going to go ahead and build that 3rd guppy. I know that I'm also probably going to want a shield to go with me. And if I was interested in holding this area, then I might want to send some weapons over here. But for purposes of this demonstration, this is going to be sort of a one-way mission. I'm going to go over here. The purpose is to take out that spore tower and then come home. So I'm not going to stick around. So I need to just send just enough resources to get a nullifier built. So these guys are on a preliminary run just to soften the area up. I'm going to let them come back, reload on resources, and then send them in again when I send my forces over. And for that Bertha, let's let him target down here just to keep this area worked down. Here comes the projectile. Okay, that's a good hit. Let's let him go back to targeting in this general area. Okay, so I've got 3 guppies and a shield, and I've got some air forces When these bombers come back and reload, I'll for sure send them back over again. I've got a pre-weakened area, and I have a Bertha for additional suppression. Yeah. Okay, Spore Tower. I think your time is just about here. Now I'm going to send these guys over in a different order. Guppies fly really fast, strafers fly really fast, shields move slowly, as do bombers. So let's let these bombers land, reload, and I'm going to go ahead and get them in the air. Those guys I want to hit right there. And while they're on the way, I will send the shield with them. Okay, let's let that shield land very nearby. Right there is fine. No hurry on these guppies or these strafers. In fact, the strafers are going to come next, so I'm going to select these guys and this one up here. I'll launch them when this shield's about halfway over there. Let's zoom out so we can get a good global look here. Okay, that's probably fine. Let's go ahead and get them in the air. Now the guppies, let's let them land. Let's go ahead and send him over. I want them to get there very close to when the shield lands. Yes. Looks pretty good. Move him back out of the way. Zoom down here. I'm going to want to get a nullifier built right there. Shields online. 3 guppies. Complete and total air superiority over here. Nullifier coming online. It looks very promising. Mission accomplished. Little insult to injury here. Let's just move our shield over that power zone. And if I was going to continue to play this mission, then this is just really, it's really tempting to try to hold this forward position, because these guppies look like they have a pretty good supply line. I can bring some weapons over here, build some extra infrastructure, and be in really good shape. But I've got to end the video so it doesn't last all day, and just wanted to give you a rundown here of some of the new additions, some of the new things that have been implemented, play another mission for you, let you look the game over, and think about what you would do if you were to continue to play this mission. So that's all. Talk to you later.